First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a man who is a collegiate star here in the Badger State. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Richardson. To the left side and taken in by Downs.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Whoa! 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Indianapolis.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for Downs. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now the replacement for Aaron Jones. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6.
60 Bison, go!
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
He's across midfield, and he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception? You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's Downs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Each quarterback picked off in that turnover-filled first quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third down and 9. Now Richardson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Ready? Buffalo 18.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. He is in. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So 7-0 to score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. Now it's going to be third down. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. First and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set, go.
They'll go play action with Love. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This guy, Latu, Mike, I'll tell you what, I really liked him coming out of the draft this past year. I mean, think back, he was the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, first-team All-American with 13 sacks. And Gus Bradley, he wants a guy that can go after the quarterback so he can play his zones. He doesn't have to always bring the extra pressure. And with Latu, I think he gets just that guy.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. On second down, Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Throwing, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go! Big alert! Big alert! Warrior 70. Reload! Reload! 79 Broncos. Hut, hut.
Now Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Okay, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go! Here we go!
Love to throw. And he gets that to Hardman.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and long.
Set up! 19 tight! 19 tight! Mustang 19! Go!
Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Stern. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Extra point by McManus. Up and good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Richardson. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Willis now to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Top low 18. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Willis to throw. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half. as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Halftime now at Lambeau. And the Packers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
70 range.
To throw is Willis. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Packers. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third and long. From the gun, Richardson. He's got it at the 7.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He's inside the 40. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. For Jacobs, after 5 years in silver and black, it's his first touchdown in green and gold. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A second down throw for Richardson. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
They'll start with an option play to the right. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Space to run inside the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down. Here's Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Throwing on second down, Richardson. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A tough spot here. Third and long. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Second down and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So, it's a win for the Packers. And this was as good as it gets, all three phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike.